Hey guys, it is Miss Burnett. I hope you're doing well. I am going to go over the notes we're going to take for our first lesson of our new unit. So you'll need your math notebook. We're going to do this in class all together, but this is for anyone who needs to go back and watch it again, take the notes again, or if you happen to miss class the day we go over it. Today's Monday the 6th, but we're going to take these notes on the 8th or the 9th if you're in purple group. So the date and then our learning target is we can read and write ratios. And also you can write a ratio in 3 ways. Okay. Now remember, pause this at any time and write this stuff down because I'm going to move a little faster because this is taped, but you can pause anytime you want. Okay. The key vocabulary for this unit is the word ratio. Okay. It's not ratio, it's ratio. So the first thing we're going to do is define that word. All right. Ratio is going to be a comparison of 2 or more numbers. Sounds pretty simple, right? Now notice that our learning target says that we can write it in 3 different ways, and you're probably wondering what that means. So make a note that ratios can be written 3 ways. Let's see, I need 3 different colors. So the first way that you can write a ratio is as a fraction. You can also write a ratio with a colon like this. And finally, this is interesting, you can write a ratio using the word to, T-O. So when we say the 3 ways to write a ratio, those are the ways that we mean. All right, it can be written any of those 3 ways. All right, the other thing I want to go over is there's a couple different types of ratios that we're going to talk about. Okay, the first one is a part to part ratio. Okay, and I'm just going to give you an example. We're not going to write down the whole definition because I want to keep this simple. Part to part is when you're comparing 2 parts of something. Okay, and let me give you an example. I could say the ratio of dogs to cats. Okay, we'll write that down. So an example would be the ratio of dogs to cats. And we'll say maybe the ratio of dogs to cats is 5 to 2. So dogs is one part, and then cat is another part. Okay, you're comparing 2 different parts. All right. Now the next ratio, you can probably guess what I'm going to say here, is a part to total or a part to whole. Sometimes we call it part to whole. Uh-oh, my brown one does not want to work. Let's find a new color. How about blue? Part to whole ratio. So that's when you compare one part to a whole group, and the part is included in the whole. So let me show you the example of that. Example would be the ratio of dogs to, wait for it, what do you think? Total animals. Is, and let's use our numbers from above, okay? Up here we said the ratio of dogs to cats is 5 to 2. That means there's 5 dogs and 2 cats. So the ratio of dogs to total animals, there's 5 dogs, 2, and what's the second number going to be? 7, because 5 plus 2 is 7. It's 5 to 7. So the dogs is a part, and the total animals represents a whole. Okay, so we'll use that vocabulary part to part and part to whole often. Okay, and you just need to make sure that you know the difference. All right. So let's do one more example at the bottom of our page. Why don't we draw 5 stars and then maybe draw 3 circles. So we can say the ratio of stars to circles is 5 to 2. And you can write it any way. I'm writing it with the word 2. You can write it as a fraction. You can write it with the colon. All right, I just happen to be using the word 2. Now, what I want to bring to your attention that's really important, my first ratio of stars, the first number represents stars. So the first number goes with the 5. All right, and then the second number represents circles. It's not 2. Why did I write 2? It's 3. It's 3, okay? So what I really want to bring to your attention here is that the order in ratios is really important, because the ratio of stars to circles is going to be different than the ratio of circles to stars, okay? The ratio of circles to stars is going to be 3 to 5. So make a note when we write these ratios and we read them, the order is really important. If I want the ratio of boys to girls, the first number has got to be boys and the second number has to be girls. Okay, order is really important when we're writing these ratios. So this is just kind of a starting point. We're going to build off of this. We're going to practice some today, okay? But make sure you have all of this stuff down so that we can refer to it and build from it, all right? Thank you guys. I hope you have a great day. If you have any questions, come and see me, okay? You guys are awesome.